It's finally planting season on the homestead, and some of you were nice enough to send stuff in. 2 maypop plants, the drought-tolerant wildflower mix, coffee, and this is the wheatgrass that I talked about in the last video, and the bags for my onions. These were all items that were sent in. I like the card that came with the coffee. This smells great, by the way. Thank you, Robin and Roger. And the card is talking about how s'mores make good treats, but this is a 0-calorie option, the black coffee. I put the passion fruit in my bucket that has goji berry starts and some mint starts for about 30 minutes before planting them. I could probably plant one of those here so it comes up over the trellis. I have tomatoes and other things that are going to come up the trellis. So maybe I'll plant the other one down in the geothermal, and it'll give us a good idea which ones do better. The bilge pump I had in the pond for the bog filter died because it wasn't continuous duty. So I had a 400 gallon an hour one laying around. It didn't keep up with the pond, and I ordered an 800 gallon an hour pump. So now we'll see if that completely clears up the algae again like the larger pump did. I'm thinking of souping up one of my e-bikes so it'll do like 45 or 60 miles an hour. And the garden is really greening up. I just topped off the bird feeders and the hummingbird feeders, and there's a lot of wildlife on the homestead. So there are 2 main hummingbirds that land on the homestead, and this is one of my favorite. It's the broadtail, and its neck is actually bright red, but it's hard to see since it's not in the sun. The other one is the black chin, and it has kind of a black chin strap. I pulled the camera out because Sage cracks me up. He'll stomp his foot at the fence saying he's hungry, and then I caught the hummingbird on camera by accident. I've already fed all the animals and worked out, so I'm making myself a protein-rich breakfast before I go out and do, well, more work around the homestead. It's been a couple years since I built these sandbag dog houses, and they're amazing, but sandbags break down in the sun eventually. Get in bed. Get in bed. Go. Good boy. So Stapes got a little excited and tore it up a little bit the other day, and I thought, you know what? I should have already covered him. So I made up some really simple cob mix, and it's just my native soil because it does have about 25% clay in it, and hay or straw. I used Ginger's feed bucket to move water over there, and Stapes knocked the bucket over, and the horses come running, figuring they heard that sound and thought that they were going to get some feed. So I've been digging more swells and carve-outs to move rainwater around my homestead and use it to my benefit. And that's the dirt that I used to make the cob. I didn't even look for extra clay, which I do have higher clay soil. I just took the native soil from the top there, threw it in the bucket with so it's like 5 buckets of soil, a bucket of water roughly, and then like a bucket of hay, mixed it all together, and it becomes pretty gummy. So we'll see how it holds out, and you know, I'll just have to coat it somehow to protect it from the rain a little bit. I get a lot of birds, but the one I get the most is the mountain bluebird. They love that chicken scratch in the bird feeders. So here's the first doghouse completely coated in the first coating of cob. I'll let it dry completely and see, is it too crumbly? How is it? You know, if I'm lucky, I'll just have to put another nice coat on top of that. If you're as excited about monsoon season as I am, check out this video right here from my past rainy seasons, and I'll catch you on the next video.